Hello everyone, welcome to the class. How are you? Well, today we are going to do a little something a little bit different, yes, because last week we had a live in which we corrected the rest of the exercises from the OC, yes, but not everyone could participate in the live, so I'm going to record this video so everyone can get the correction, yes? And if you lost the exercise sheet, I'm going to send it again. So please do those exercises, yes? And now you have the correction to see if you got everything correct, yes? So let's get started. So a long time ago, yes, we corrected the exercises from chapter 1 to 3. And now we are going to correct the exercises from chapter 4 to 7. All right? So here we have the exercises from chapters 4 to 7. All right? It's not a lot, but it's not few exercises. So yes. All right? So we have the first exercise, which is answer the questions. So you had to write as much as you could and answer those questions. All right? So in the letter A, we have, what did Ryan and Seth do when they first met? What did they think of each other? So in the live, some people answered that they read comics together. They also played video games. Yes, there is a moment in the book where Seth says, he asks if Ryan wants to play GTA. And then he's like, oh, this guy robbed a car, so it's a bit awkward. Yeah, but they play video games together. And then Seth takes Ryan to sail on his boat. That's where he reveals to Ryan that he has a crush, that he's in love with Summer, yeah? And his boat is named after her. So his boat is named Summer Breeze. He wants to take Summer to Tahiti on this boat because he's in love with her. So yes, they read comics and they play some video games, and Seth takes him to sail on his boat, Summer Breeze. And the other half of the question was, what did they think of each other? Well, first, what they thought of each other was like, Seth thought that Ryan was an outsider, an outcast, and that he was very dangerous. And so he was a little bit afraid, and he also wanted to impress Ryan, yes, because he thought, oh, this guy robbed a car, so he's so different from me, so I have to impress him. But he was also scared because Ryan was dangerous. Ryan, at first he thought Seth was very strange because he was introverted, he was very shy, he didn't have many friends, but Ryan thought he was a little bit strange at first. He thought he was a geek, yeah? But they get along, and that's it. So this is the answer to letter A. So they play some video games, read comics, Seth takes him to sail. Seth wants to impress Ryan because he doesn't have many friends, but he also thinks he's dangerous, and Ryan thinks Seth is a little bit weird, he's a bit strange. All right? Then we have the question B, what happened to Ryan during the fashion show? What did he think of that place? So in the fashion show, he sees Marisa and Summer in the fashion show. Summer takes an interest in him, but Ryan can only think about Marisa. So he met Marisa before, yes, and he fell in love with her. He thought she was amazing. But in the fashion show, he also meets Summer, and Summer thinks he's really beautiful, and she wants to get to know him better, right? So she takes an interest in Ryan, right? Ryan also meets Luke, Marissa's boyfriend, yeah? So Luke is like this popular guy, and Seth wants to be friends with him, but Luke just ignores him in the fashion show. Luke is Marissa's boyfriend. He thinks that the place is very different from everything he has ever seen, and he finds everything beautiful and luxurious. Because this fashion show takes place in a hotel, luxurious hotel, and Ryan has never seen something so beautiful and big and luxurious before in his life, because there was nothing like that in Chino, his town. Yes, so he thinks everything is very different and beautiful, and he never seen those things before. Then we have the question C. Why did Ryan and Seth have a discussion after the party? What happened to them after it? So after the fashion show, there is a beach party in which the teenagers go to. Yeah, so there's Summer, Marissa, Luke, the popular guys, the popular girls, and Seth and Ryan, they go to this party. Okay, so why did Ryan and Seth have a discussion after the party? It's because Seth sees Ryan and Summer kissing, but he doesn't know it was Summer that started it. So Summer, she kissed Ryan before. It wasn't Ryan who kissed Summer, it was the other way around. Summer kissed him. And Seth saw this. Remember that he was in love with Summer, but Summer didn't know because he never told her this. So he sees the both of them kissing, and he thinks that Ryan that started it. So he feels betrayed. He feels frustrated because he told Ryan that he was in love with Summer. So he thinks that Ryan kissed Summer despite knowing that Seth liked her. So he got very angry and they discussed. That's why they had a discussion. Then what happened to them after it? So he shouts at Ryan and tells him to go back to Chino. So Seth is very frustrated. He's very angry because he saw Ryan kissing Summer. And then he starts to yell at Ryan, and everyone just stop and pay attention to what is happening. And Seth yells to Ryan to go back to his old town, to Chino. So then everyone in the party, they discover that Ryan is from Chino. Yes, because from this point, they thought that Ryan was a cousin from Boston. Yes, he was Sandy's cousin. But now they discovered that Ryan is actually a problematic boy from Chino, this town that is very problematic and very violent. So everybody knows now this secret. So that's it. That's what Ryan do. So not Ryan. That's what Seth does. So he yells to Ryan to go back to Chino. Everybody listens to it, and the popular guys start to fight with Seth. So in the middle of this party, the popular guys that don't like Seth because they think he's a geek, they start to fight him. But Ryan is there to help. So he wants to help Seth, and they all started a huge fight, and they end up getting beaten up. Yes, the both of them get beaten up by the popular boys, including Luke, Marissa's boyfriend. So in the letter D, you had to write a short paragraph telling what you think that could happen as a continuation for the story. So as you probably noticed if you read the book, if you read the entire book, is that it doesn't have an ending. Yes, so the book stops and it doesn't have a proper ending. All right, so you should write a short paragraph telling what you think it could happen to this story. All right, so some people in the live, they came up with some happy endings. Some people not really. They think Ryan is going to die. Some of them think that Ryan's brother Trey is going to go back, and they will start to work and become good people. So that's what you're supposed to do in the letter D. All right, so you have to write a short paragraph with your thoughts, your ideas of what is going to happen next, because this book doesn't give us an ending. All right, but you can check out the ending of this story by watching the series, the OC. They have a TV series. It's the same name, it's the same story, so you can check out if you want to know the ending of it. So now we have the exercise number 2, number the sentences from 1 to 10 according to what happened first in the book. Okay, so we have the order of things, and we have to know what happens first and then second and third and so on. All right, so let's see this order. So the first thing is letter C. All right, so the first thing that happens is letter C. Ryan and Seth were sailing on summer breeze past Newport Beach. So that's the first thing that happens. All right, so Ryan and Seth were sailing on summer breeze past Newport Beach. That's one. The second is letter B. Luke ignored Seth when he tried to talk to him at the bar. So this is the first thing that happens in the fashion show. Seth tries to talk to Luke because he's very popular, but Luke just ignores him because they think he's a geek and he's very strange. The third one is letter D. Okay, so number 3 is the letter D. Summer and Marisa were in the bathroom drinking champagne from a bottle they stole. So this is the third thing that happens in this specific chapter. So Summer and Marisa were in the bathroom drinking champagne from a bottle they stole. That's number 3. Number 4 is the first one, letter A. So number 4 is A. Jimmy Cooper entered in the bathroom with his eyes red and he seemed upset. Yes, because Jimmy Cooper is Marisa's father. Yes, and he's having some economical problems. He probably doesn't have that much money as he seems to have. So his eyes, he enters in the bathroom and his eyes are red and he seems very upset in the fashion show. So number 4 is letter A. Now to the number 5. Number 5 is letter H. Okay, so H. Summer invited Ryan to her friend's party at the beach house. So number 5 is letter H. Okay, so what happens next is Summer invited Ryan to her friend's party at the beach house. So after the fashion show, Summer invites him to go to the party. Now number 6 is letter I. All right, so number 6 is the letter I. Marisa, Summer, and her friends were talking about Ryan to one another, saying that he was beautiful. So this is the 6th thing that happens in this chapter. So they were all in the beach house and they were having this party. And then Marisa, Summer, and her friends were gossiping and talking about the boys. And they are all talking about this new boy, which is Ryan. And they think he's very mysterious because he's new. And they all think he's very beautiful. They all have their eyes on him. All right, so this is number 6, letter I. Now to the number 7. Number 7 is letter G. All right, so letter G is Seth told everyone that Ryan was from Chino, and everyone kept looking at him. So they have the discussion because Seth sees Summer and Ryan kissing, and he yells and he tells everyone that Ryan is actually from Chino, so his secret is revealed at this party. So number 7 is letter G. Now to number 8. Number 8 is the last one. The number 8 is the letter J. All right? So Ryan helped Marisa when her friends left her in front of her house drunk and unconscious. So this is the 8th thing that happens. It's letter J. So after the party, Marisa is very drunk, and Summer and her friends don't know what to do, so they just leave Marisa in the front of her house, unconscious, and they just drive off. They're not very good friends, yeah? So that's what they do. And after that, Ryan sees that Marisa is unconscious and passed out in front of her own house, so he takes Marisa to Seth's house, which was Sandy's house as well. So he takes her to the beach house that they have, so she can sleep there. So this is number 8. So number 8 is letter J. Now to number 9. Number 9 is letter F. Kristen woke Seth up, being very angry with him, and asked what had happened to his face. So Kristen is Seth's mother and Sandy's wife, yeah? So she wakes up and she sees Ryan and Seth, and they have like bruises, and Seth's face is all bruised up. He has a black eye because of the fight, and she's very angry because Seth never leaves his house. He never goes to party, and the first time he goes to a party with this problematic boy, which is Ryan, she's like very upset because that's the first time you go to a party and you return home with a black eye. What happened? So she's very, very angry and asking him what happened to his face that is all beaten up. So this is number 9, letter F. And the last one, number 10, it's letter E. Sandy took Ryan's bicycle out of the car without knowing what to say to him. So after the whole incident, after the fight, after everybody discovered that Ryan was from Chino, Ryan decided that he would go back to his old town because he didn't want to cause any problems. So Sandy drives Ryan back to Chino with his bicycle, and he doesn't know what to say. He's very upset, he's very sad that because he knows Ryan needs his help, but he also doesn't want Ryan to stay in his house because this boy is trouble. So he takes his bicycle out of the car without knowing what to say because he feels sorry for Ryan. He wants to help, but he doesn't know why. So this is the last thing that happens, is number 10 is the letter E, all right? So the order of the numbers are 4, 2, 1, 3, 10, 9, 7, 5, 6, and 8, all right? So we have this last exercise, which is exercise number 3. Read the following sentences and decide if they are true, false, or not given. So that's a true or false or not given exercise, a simple one, yeah? So we had to see if those were true or false. So we have letter A, Ryan and Marisa kiss in the car when they are going to the party together. So this information is false. Ryan and Marisa never kiss. Ryan kisses Summer, but not because he wanted. It was because Summer kissed him, all right? So letter A is false. Now letter B. Kristen decided not to shout at Ryan when she saw that he had made breakfast. This information is true after Ryan wakes up after the fight, after the party. He decides to make breakfast to Kristen so she wouldn't be mad at him. So it's true. Kristen decided not to shout at Ryan because she was like, okay, this boy is good. Thank you for making breakfast, basically. So we have letter C. Marisa kept thinking about Ryan during most parts of the book. This information is true, all right? So yes, Marisa is in love with Ryan, so she keeps thinking about him during most parts of the book. Now the letter D. Seth cried after he saw that Ryan went back to his house. This information is false, all right? So Ryan tells Seth that he's going back to Chino, and Seth is very upset. He doesn't want Ryan to go away, but they end up hugging, but Seth doesn't cry about this. So this information is false. Now the letter E. Luke saw that Ryan was looking at Marisa in the fashion show and he liked it. So this information is false. Luke is very angry that Ryan kept looking at Marisa. He doesn't like this at all. So this information is false. Letter F. Seth decided to go to the show because Ryan told him that Summer wouldn't be there. This information is false. It would be true if this was written in another way. It would be true if Seth decided to go to the show because Ryan told him that Summer would be there. But as it's written wouldn't, then it's false. Letter G. Marisa and Ryan pretended they didn't know each other at the fashion show in the moment somebody showed him to Marisa. This information is true. They pretend they don't know each other. Letter H. When Ryan arrived in his house, his mother wasn't there because somebody forced her to leave from the house. So in the end of the book, we discover that Ryan's mother is missing and we don't know what happened to her. We just know that she's not in the house. So this information is not given. We don't know for certain if somebody forced her to leave the house. We just know that she's not there anymore. So this information is not given. Now we have the letter I. Ryan and Seth had a discussion at the party because Seth saw Ryan kissing Summer. This information is true. Letter J. Seth felt very comfortable when he realized that he was alone in his house with Ryan before they met. This information is false because Seth knows that Ryan got arrested and he stole a car. So he's not comfortable at all when he realizes that he's alone in the house with Ryan because maybe this guy is dangerous, so he's not comfortable. Letter K. In the party, Seth got drunk for the first time in his life. This information is true. That's his first party and the first time he ever drinks. Letter L. Summer was very interested in Ryan and she thought he was good looking. This information is true. So much that Summer actually kisses Ryan. Letter M. Sandy tried to convince Kristen to let Ryan stay in their house, but she didn't accept it. So this information is false because Kristen ended up accepting it, yes? But she didn't want at first for Ryan to stay in her house, but she ended up accepting, like, yes, okay, this boy needs help, so he can stay for the weekend. So this information is false. She ends up accepting it. Letter N. Ryan didn't punch Luke when they were fighting at the beach. This is false. Ryan does punch Luke when they are fighting. And the last one, letter O. Seth gave Ryan a map when he said he was leaving the house. This information is true. Seth gives him the map and says, in case you ever want to come back to Newport, here's the map, so you can come back whenever you want. So yes, this information is true. Alright, so this is the whole correction of the exercises from chapter 4 to 7. Alright, so this is the correction. I'm going to send you this exercise sheet again. If you lost it, please do those exercises again. Now you have the correction to see if you got them wrong or right. Alright, so this is it. That's it for today. Just the correction of the exercises from the reading book. That's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next lesson. Bye bye.